But eventually you can transform Mars into an Earth-like planet.
How would you do that?
Is drop thermonuclear weapons over the poles.
Elon Musk. This man never fails to amaze us, right? Though he is famous for his controversial tweets, some of his quotes really inspire us. Watch till the end because today we will talk about the best 10 quotes from Elon Musk that might really inspire you. Number 10. Take a risk and do something bold. You won't regret it. Now, we know what you're thinking. Wow, Elon, thanks for the groundbreaking advice. I'll just go ahead and risk everything I have with zero hesitation. That's what we thought too, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a cliff, feeling like you're going to ultimately fall to your death. It's scary, I know, but guess what? Life is like a roller coaster, and sometimes you just gotta throw your hands up and scream your heart out. Take that leap of faith and go chase your wildest dreams. Sure, there might be a few bumps along the way, like the time you accidentally wore mismatching socks to your job interview. But hey, that's what makes life interesting, right? Sometimes most of us tend to overthink things and make things too complicated. But guys like Elon and Warren Buffett don't do that, and they just take action. Do you see the difference here? Number 9. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Now, normally people would say that's a big no-no, right? No! But Elon, being the eccentric genius that he is, says it's all good as long as you control the outcome of that basket. See, life is like a game of juggling. You got all these eggs, your hopes, dreams, and ambitions, and you're tossing them up in the air. Scary, I know. But if you're the master juggler, you're in control. You decide the fate of those fragile little eggs. And while Elon tells us it's okay to focus on one thing at a time, he also is the guy who shoots rockets into space and builds electric cars in his spare time. Talk about diversification, right? But maybe, just maybe, he's onto something here. Maybe he's saying that as long as you have a firm grip on that basket, you can do anything and everything. Now, we're not telling you to just do one thing forever, but what Elon is really getting at is this. Take calculated risks. Have a solid plan and be prepared to handle whatever comes your way. Number 8. If you get up in the morning and think that the future's going to be better, it's a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Picture this. You wake up in the morning and stumble into the kitchen looking to get some coffee to start your day, but here's the twist. Your coffee maker's not working. Now, you have two options. You can either curse the universe, convinced that this is the start of a disastrous day, or you can laugh it off, whip out a whisk, and embrace the challenge of creating a DIY frothy masterpiece. It's all about perspective here. You can't always be in the passenger seat and let everything influence your decisions. You've got to get into that driver's seat to take control. And mornings are the gateway to greatness. They hold the power to shape your entire day. So take a page out of Elon's book and choose optimism. Feel the excitement of what lies ahead, whether it's tackling the new project, chasing a dream, or simply enjoying a delicious breakfast. Number 7. Nobody has ever changed the world by working 40 hours a week. Now you're sitting at your desk staring at that clock, counting down the minutes until you can escape into the freedom of the weekend. Meanwhile, Musk is out there revolutionizing the way we travel, harnessing the power of the sun and building a future on Mars. Talk about setting the bar high, right? The truth is, changing the world requires a different level of commitment. It demands blood, sweat, and a few buckets of coffee to fuel those late-night brainstorming sessions. If you're happy with just punching the clock and living a life of mediocrity, then by all means, stick to that 40-hour work week. But if you've got fire in your belly to leave a lasting impact on this planet, then you better be able to put in those hours to work on yourself, develop new skills, improve your creativity, and work on a side hustle that can make a difference in the world. Number 6. I'd like to die on Mars, just not on impact. What he means is that he's serious about making it to Mars, but he's not willing to crash and burn in the process. Can you blame him? The lesson here is that the bigger your plans, the higher the stakes. Think about it. When you're reaching for the stars, failure isn't just a little stepping stone in the road, it's a cosmic catastrophe. That's why paying attention to everything is necessary, every detail counts, so always plan ahead. Number 5. If you're going for something that requires the help of others, make sure they're on board. Whether it's your partner, your family, or your workmates, getting everyone on the same page is the key to achieving greatness together. It's what Elon Musk talks about here. If you're the captain of a ship but the crew has no clue where they're going or why they're here, do you think they'll be motivated to help you? Absolutely not. They need to know everything, including the plan. Otherwise, they're just here for the ride. If you want to get that next big project done, you need to have your people on board, share the vision, clarify the goals, and let them know why it matters, because when everyone is invested, motivated, and ready to work, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Number 4. Whenever it's possible, I try to communicate asynchronously. When you schedule a Zoom call or a phone chat, you're essentially boxing someone into a specific time slot. That's probably not ideal for them. It's like forcing them to wear a pair of uncomfortable shoes that don't fit. Not cool, right? But with asynchronous communication, you're giving them the freedom to respond on their terms at their own convenience. That's why, just like Musk, a lot of business people prefer sending emails rather than calls or texts. Number 3. Walk out of a meeting or drop off a call as soon as it is obvious you aren't adding any value. Now, how many of us have found ourselves trapped in endless Zoom calls or drowning in never-ending text threads that serve no purpose? We're like helpless victims, falling prey to the misplaced politeness that keeps us glued to these time-wasting moments. That's why Musk says, it's not rude to leave. It's rude to make someone stay and waste their time. If you're stuck in a mind-numbing meeting where you're not adding any real value, just think of what Elon said. You need to muster up the courage, excuse yourself, and make a swift exit. It doesn't mean you should do that in every meeting though, just the ones where you don't need to be there. Number 2. As much as possible, avoid hiring MBAs. It seems like Mr. Musk has a bone to pick with the traditional way of doing things. He thinks that these programs don't really teach people how to create companies. Think about it. When you create a business, there's no right or wrong answers. Only what works and what doesn't. That's not the way our education system runs, and most of the students are so focused on getting a degree, they just memorize every textbook just to ace all of the exams. So Musk's advice is a reminder that the true essence of building companies comes from the real-world experience and relentless determination. He's not literally saying do not hire MBA grads. What he's saying is not to hire someone on the basis of a degree. Instead, look at his skills and abilities. Number 1, if you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients. Think of your startup as baking a cake in the oven. As you slice through the layers of problems and setbacks, you'll find your pièce de résistance that leaves everyone in awe. It's a wonderful treat that's crafted with the right proportions of passion, innovation, and resilience. With these 3 things, it'll be a walk in the park for you to create a successful company like Elon. In the next episode, we're coming with TeslaBot, which will really be an exciting one, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, take care.